On today's episode of PDubs Arcade Loft, we're going to take a look at another fun accessory for your Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch OLED, and that's this Unitek Nintendo Switch docking station with multi-card slot reader capability. That's right, this has 4 card slots, HDMI, Ethernet, USB 3.0, fast charging ports, etc. I've covered some of their products in the past, but this one might actually be the coolest one yet, and with a remote control to switch between games to play. Now, Unitek did send me this new docking station for the purpose of making a review video, which I greatly appreciate, and that's because we've covered some of their products in the past, namely these multi-game Nintendo Switch card readers. They come with multiple slots, like this basic one here is only $35, and then they even heard feedback from viewers who said, hey man, we like this idea, but you have to press the button on the console to switch games, and then they came out with a new version, linked below, for $35 that includes a remote control. Well, they reached out to me again and said, hey man, we got another product that does what those Switch card readers do, but it's even better. It's a full-blown docking station. So they went ahead and they kicked it over. We're going to check this thing out. So taking a peek inside of the box, you're going to find your docking station all nice and wrapped up. It's got a nice hefty weight to it, which I like. Didn't feel like a flimsy piece of plastic when I picked it up. A USB to USB-C cable, which you're going to need to operate this device, as well as the remote control. The remote control is identical to the remote control that was included with their $35 Switch game card reader that I reviewed previously that I'll have linked below. However, the remote controls don't work on all the devices. They're not universally compatible, so you will have to use the remote control specific for this docking station. Okay, taking a peek at the actual docking station itself. This has a pretty sleek and a pretty cool look, in my opinion, for a docking station, you know, a third-party docking station. Got a nice little flap that protects the port for your Nintendo Switch to connect. You got those little LED lights on the front of this thing. You got a nice little design on the top. You have an LED ring on the button on the top. That button on the top will switch between games, cartridges that are plugged into this docking station without you having to use the remote, but of course you're going to want to use the remote. As well as, again, this is a multi-game card reader. You have 4 playable game cartridge slots, an additional 5th slot for storage, HDMI, Ethernet, and 3 USB ports on the back. The docking station is equipped with a 4K at 30 Hz HDMI 2.0 output that supports HDCP and HDR when connected to an external 4K monitor. Also, the RJ45 Ethernet connection will give you a stable 1000 megabytes per second wired network connection. And the remote control can operate up to about 33 feet away. And once again, whether you have a Nintendo Switch like me or a Nintendo Switch OLED, it'll fit in here nicely, no concerns, and it'll look pretty cool in my opinion. And getting this thing set up is only going to take a matter of seconds. Go ahead and get your Nintendo Switch just mounted in the docking station. Take the multi-game card reader cable, the ribbon cable, plug that into the port on your Nintendo Switch where the cartridges usually go. Grab 4 cartridges that you're interested in playing, especially if you're like me and you're always working on multiple games at a time on multiple consoles and systems and platforms, and go ahead and pop them into the slots. On the right-hand side of the docking station, opposite where that ribbon cable is that goes into your Nintendo Switch cartridge port, plug in that mini USB to USB-C cable. This cable is meant to power the game card reader that's mounted on top of the docking station. You'll notice that once it's plugged in, you'll notice that the lights come on, and that's because your Nintendo Switch is powering it right now by itself without your power supply. On the left-hand side, you'll see another USB port. This is where you're actually going to plug in your original Nintendo Switch power cable, the one that goes from the wall outlet, the AC adapter, into your Nintendo Switch docking station. And then, of course, let's go ahead and connect our HDMI cables and get this thing plugged into my monitor. And once connected to the monitor, as you can see here, and we're going to grab our Pro controller. I absolutely love the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Let's go ahead and grab our remote. Let's pretend we're sitting on our couch 10, 20 feet away. Oh man, I'm too lazy. I don't feel like getting up to go switch cartridges and play another Nintendo Switch game. I want to sit on my fat butt on the couch. Boom, it works, man. Just use the remote control. As you can see, every time I hit the button, it switches to a different game that's in one of the slots on the back of the machine, and I can go ahead and fire up the game and have some fun and have some good times playing some Nintendo Switch games. And just like the game card readers I reviewed in the past from Unitek, I'm not noticing any issues when actually playing the games. It's not like this device is causing any kind of problems, any kind of lag, things like that. My Nintendo Switch hasn't burned out or things like that. So in my opinion, everything here is compatible and it works very, very well. Now, the game card readers that you could buy for only 35 bucks, they seem to still run when the Nintendo Switch is plugged in. Now, when it comes to the docking station, if you actually do, put your Nintendo Switch to sleep and shut it off, took a look here, we'll let it run through its power down cycle, and it does appear that the Nintendo Switch does go to sleep or shut off completely, go into sleep mode. The docking station itself, though, will still have those LED indicator lights going, so if you have this on your entertainment stand, things like that, like a lot of devices, they have those standby lights on. Well, those lights are going to be on, so if that bothers you, just a heads up there. So my final thoughts, and is it worth it? This thing retails for $73 on Amazon. I'll have an Amazon affiliate link in the video description below. It's on sale right now, 15% off. You could pick up this docking station bundle here for 63 bucks. And in my opinion, I really, really like it. I really, really like this thing, and I'm going to put this on my entertainment stand today. Let me know what you think. Give us your thoughts, feedbacks, comments, reactions after this video is over. Give us a thumbs up on the way out, and thank you for subscribing.